Hey people, I got out of work early today and I thought I'd give this a try for once. It's basically a actual blog where I sit here and talk to the camera about nothing in particular. Usually I have a subject in mind, but not today. So I ended up getting out of work early today for the second time in a row, and by early I mean 10 hours, 11 hours, something like that. Which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice to be home early once in a while because I like talking to myself a lot. So why not share it, right? But I was wondering what to talk about. And everything has been pretty negative lately in the news and on TV. You keep hearing about all the political bullshit. God damn it. And just everything bad with the world. So instead of that, I decided to make this about my baby. Watch. My baby. See that? See that? You can see a little head right there. You see a little head? Anyways, actually finding out my wife was pregnant came as a big surprise to both of us. We weren't expecting it. We were actually, our plan was to wait probably another year, at most 2 more years. We wanted to get a house first and do some other stuff, get ready for it, because unlike most people who just pop out kids after kid after kid without thinking about it, we've actually thought about it for a long time, and we just wanted that right time. And work is picking up real good, life is good, everything's pretty good so far, so it kind of felt like it was the right time to do it. Next year, not this year, next year. But hey, it was a welcome surprise actually, because when the reason we were thinking about waiting is mostly to buy a house. I have been renting for a long time in different places. It's not that I haven't been able to buy a house, or just I never really wanted to. I grew up moving from place to place following work. My job, as I used to work building golf courses, and we would move every 6 months, every 2 months. You had to move to do a different golf course and a different state. So with that, I never had in my mind to buy a house. Why? I was never going to be in it. I moved to Albuquerque back in 2008, I believe, and we lived there for about 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years, I believe, and I was actually ready to settle down in Albuquerque. I looked around, I saw my job was good, life is good, the town is good, and I was starting to look into buying a home. And then stuff happened with my work, where I had to start looking for a different job, and I ended up here in Texas. So, in a way, I was glad that I did not buy a house. That's always been my big fear. I always follow work. I'm not one of those guys who, this is my hometown and I'm not gonna move, and I'm starving and I don't have money to pay my bills, but I'm still not gonna move. No, I follow work. I go where work is. So that's how I grew up. That's my mentality. So I'm always scared to buy a house. I always feel like renting is more secure, because if something happens, I can just move. But being here in West Texas for 4 or 5 years now, I'm pretty happy. I mean, I don't like the towns, I don't like anything, but the people are nice. The area, it's whatever. It's not nice. It's not beautiful. It's nice. It's not beautiful or pretty. But the schools are good. Work is good, and it seems there's always work here for those who want to work hard. No matter what, there's always work. Even during the downturn, the last few years, I always had work. So I feel it was a good time to get a house, finally. Just maybe a small starter home, not get into too much debt, because I still have that thing in the back of my mind where I'll need to move if something happens. So that was the plan. Get the house, get our two vehicles. What I always told my wife that I wanted was I wanted to have a kid when I had a house, I had transportation, and what was the other thing? Excuse me. Oh, and when we did not have to rely on anything or anyone to take care of our kids. I don't see why people have kids when they can't afford their own health insurance and they can't afford stuff like that, when they need help from the government or from anyone else. I've never understood it, and I didn't want to be part of that. And with hard work, I've been able to not need any of that kind of help. It's been hard, I'll tell you, it's been hard, and that's for a different video, but I've never actually had to rely on much anyone. So most of those things were done except the house. That's why we were planning on buying the house this year and having a kid next year. But it's crept up on us, and I'm pretty happy. I mean, it's gonna be a bit hard juggling everything. I have to finish off my damn car. Yeah, my fucking car. I still need to finish that up. It's gonna be a few thousands of dollars. We're working on the house. We already have the house picked out, and we have a deal on the house. Still saving up for the down payment. I think down payment's like 5,000. I don't remember, but to us, we feel comfortable with around 15,000 saved up to buy a house. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. I know most people would just rush out and buy whatever they can, whenever they can. I'm picky about it. I don't know. And the kid coming out in August, September. Her name's Lily, right? By the way, Lily Chavez. If she's a girl, if she's a boy, his name is gonna be Pimp Daddy. Yeah, that's the working names we're working on right now. So my wife doesn't like those names too much. But I don't know. Pimp Daddy sounds pretty good to me. She's okay with that one. She does not like Lily too much. But I always feel a kid should have a easy name, 2 syllables. That's what I want, 2-syllable name. I don't want this big names. I don't, even though my wife wants to, I don't want this original name. I don't want no Savior with an X. I don't. I want more easy names, fun names, some light-hearted names for my kid. And I'm pretty happy about it. One thing that, since I talk a lot of crap about kids, because it's fun to talk crap about kids, I got a lot of crap back saying, well, you don't like it, so you get what you deserve. And I'm sitting there like, dude, come on. I always use kids as an example. Like, kids are annoying, kids suck, kids don't know how to behave. But it's more, it's actually just a commentary on their parents, people's parenting nowadays. Because people suck, man. Parents suck. Little entitled ass heads. All these people right now, with millennials, everyone bitching about fucking millennials. All the old people bitching about millennials. Old people like me, 30, 40. Like I said, bitching about millennials, and they don't sit back and realize you raised them. They're your kids. That's your fault. And I'm pretty scared, actually. I am pretty. I am quite scared of having a kid, because I grew up what people would nowadays call an abusive childhood. I walked to school. Ooh, I walked to school. I remember in 2nd grade, I started 2nd grade in the United States, I believe, and I would walk to the bus. I would walk all the way to the bus by myself. Ooh. And if I remember correctly, the bus stop was further than my actual school was. Yeah, I don't know why. I always walked to the bus. I didn't feel comfortable walking to the school. I walked to the bus stop. I don't know why. And then I would walk super early, 6 in the morning. I don't know, super early, and I would wait for the bus for about an hour in Arizona during the cold and during the hot weather. Once we moved from there, I started middle school. I walked to school. It's still the same school. It went all the way to 8th grade. I walked to school and I walked back. Started high school. I walked to school and walked back in the mornings and the afternoons. I would try to catch the bus in the mornings, and in the afternoon it was always packed. By the time I tried to get to the bus, it was always packed. There was no space. I would walk, and that was oh man, second through 5th grade, it was probably half a mile away from my house. 6th through 8th grade was probably 3/4 of a mile to school, and high school was, I looked it up on Google actually, it was 1.6 miles to my high school and 1.6 miles back from high school. I didn't die. I crossed the streets. I crossed the big streets, intersections. I didn't die. And that's back to the subject. That's one of the things that has me pretty scared about this. The way I grew up, I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to raise my kid that way. Can you imagine seeing a let's say what, 13-year-old walking down the main street? People will go crazy. They'll call the cops on me, for Christ's sake. And don't say it won't. It has happened. And don't say it doesn't happen in Texas. It has happened in Texas, California, everywhere. It happens everywhere. I know parents who drive their kids to school, and their school's a block away. It's a small town. Here, Denver City, and here in some of the small towns, they drive their kids to school 1 block away. God damn it, people. Damn it. So that's one of the things that has me scared. Another thing was, even though my mom did not work, she was always out of the house, a lot of times out of the house, or would leave me home alone from the age of 8, I believe. I would stay home alone for hours. When I would get home from school, I had my own key. No, wait, correction. A lot of time I didn't have a key when I was smaller, 2nd through 5th grade, I believe. I didn't have a key. I would get home and I would climb this damn tree that was there near the house, and I would wait there for my mom to arrive because she was out of the store or something. This was back in Phoenix, Arizona. I would wait there in the 115-degree weather and just chill at the tree. I had no friends. I didn't speak English. As you can tell, I barely speak it today. I would climb a tree, swing on the branch, and just chill there. 6 through 8, I would get home and I would have to sit on the stairs of the apartments and chill and wait there. Eventually I got a key. I was a latchkey kid. I would open the door, lock it behind me, stay home. And I was what, 13, 14, 15, something like that. I know I wasn't 16 because I moved out of my house around 16. So yeah, I mean, imagine, again, you finding out your neighbor has a 10-year-old by himself at the house. Oh, god damn it. You would go to jail so fast. And this, what I'm drinking is apple juice. Sweet, sweet apple juice. So all these things have me pretty scared. And I don't for a second say they're liberals and all this bullshit. No. All parents do it. I don't care what your political party is. All you parents think your kids are fragile as fuck. And they're not. Come on. I mean, think back. Really. Think back to when you were in school. When was it? 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. We were trying to grab girls' boobies, for crying out loud. Come on, think back. That's all we tried to do during the recess. Try to grab girls' boobies if they were close. Play sports, grab girls' boobies. Play sports, grab girls' boobies. And I sit there and all these parents trying to cuddle their kids at that age. Yeah, they don't understand what to do with them. But we will still try. 6th grade. They had a entire school game. We would smack each other in the ass. That's what we did. 7th grade. What the hell? I don't even remember. But stop thinking your kids are flowers, little special fucking flowers. They're not. Okay, they understand. Here's the thing that pisses me off the most. They block their kids' eyes or something. Tell them go inside or don't watch this PG-13 sex scene on TV. And I'm thinking, sitting there thinking, do they have a phone? They're like, yeah, they have a phone. God damn it. They've been watching porn since they can remember. Yeah, they have a phone. If your kid has a phone, whatever age they are, they have been watching porn. Yes, because when I was in 5th grade and 4th grade, we found porn magazines that we hide. And the other time, when did I start getting internet? I can't remember. Something in the PlayStation 1 era. Sega Dreamcast. Yeah, Sega Dreamcast. That's the first time I actually had internet at the house. And guess what? I would watch porn. Took forever to load one image, but I would fucking watch it. And your kids are watching it. So, come on, cut the crap, man. Cut the crap. Yeah, I'm scared. Honestly, scared of society. I don't care much about them judging me. I care more about them getting CPS involved.